with me from India, and we also have Professor Regina. And this book, Inspirational Talks, are to inspire and celebrate stage 4 cancer. So today's topic, Dr. Kritik Cham, how do you look at the higher meaning of our work and how it inspires? Do you have anything to share on that?
Thank you very much, ma'am. Uh, what I personally believe is that the higher meaning of the work is something which is absolutely immaterial, something which we carry to our next lives, and that is what I can say in one word is blessing. Whatever we do here, we our purpose should be to get blessings of the people out of the love what we share, out of the compassion with the work whatever we do, because it is the truth of the world that when the person takes the birth on this earth, the first cloth he wears has no pocket into it, and the last cloth what he wears has no pocket into it. So we are beggars in this world. The purpose or the manner of begging from person to person differs. One person begs sitting in an AC room in a huge office. Person is begging on the roadside. So ultimately, we all are dependent on one another. But as Einstein has said, whole planet is made up of only two things: substance and energy. Substance and energy. So the higher purpose of the work should be to get that divine energy, getting from somebody, from which is the source of God on us, which we carry to the next lives, and in a way which can enlighten our soul. Because the way the spring travels becomes a river and meets the ocean, our soul is on a journey, changing the clothes, changing the lives, life by life, and meeting to the eternal divine. So the higher purpose of the work, according to me, it is to get the blessings. And blessings, it can only come if you work selflessly out of whatever you are doing. That's all I can tell you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kritik. That was a beautiful message. And since we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? So I would like to read just a small paragraph. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, look for the higher meaning of your work. And there he says, one of my favorite magazines is Fast Company. It provides a refreshingly human look at the new world of work. In a recent issue, Xerox Park guru John Seeley Brown said something that really made me think. The job of leadership today is not just to make money, it is to make meaning. And in the olden days, most of us were content to have a job that simply paid the bills. But now we crave so much more in our work. We want fulfillment, creative challenge, growth, joy, and a sense that we are living for something more than ourselves. In a word, we seek meaning. So one of the best ways to find the higher meaning in the work you do is to use the technique of creative questioning to become aware of the impact your work has on the world around you. So few things energize the human spirit more than the desire to make a difference in the lives of others. And this has been done by concentrating on the value your work adds and the contribution you make. You will see quantum improvements in your satisfaction and motivation levels. Mahatma Gandhi knew this, Nelson Mandela knew this, and Mother Teresa knew this. This simple shift of mind I'm encouraging, he says, you to make can bring a whole new sense of enjoyment to your life. And with this, I would like Professor to add her thoughts, please.
Namaskarans, many blessings to the universe. As Dr. Kurchik just said, blessings is all we have to offer because we are God's present to this planet. So we must, in every action, put our best, our heart chakra, and every action through homeopathy, we help heal the world in waves of awareness, being today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. Money is an energy thing. It comes to us, we spend, and then it comes again. But we're doing on planet Earth to help society and ourselves. We are doing to God. So we are God's hands on planet Earth. So we must have ethics, work from the heart, and study hard. Nothing comes easy, but we are saying, thank you, God, for the life you give me this once, for the previous lives, and for the future lives that this soul will inhabit throughout ages and timeless. We will leave our footsteps of brotherhood, of charity, of goodwill, and of helping one another, like we're making a carpet, sewing and building and making knots of friendship, of truthfulness, and of our personal beliefs that are better. Thank you for this great opportunity. Namaskarams.
Thank you, Professor Regina. That was a beautiful message, and it really inspires everyone. Whatever we do, it needs to have a higher meaning, and that can help society. And when we do selflessly to the society and with God's grace, we are always protected and we shine. And our work is blessed by many people, and it will inspire many lives. So thank you so much, Dr. Kritik and Dr. Professor Regina, for having today on this inspirational talk, and we will have more in future. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Namaskar.